Thank you, Senator. Senator for Nairobi, Senator Sakaja Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, unlike many who've spoken, for the longest time, I only read about Senator Haji as we were growing up, as a PC. And I was fortunate to then meet him later in 2011 and then 2012 when I was his party chair. Madam Speaker, it was interesting because at that time he was 72 and I was 27. And it was just the numbers that were inverted. And him, together with Senator Gigi Kariuki, made a habit of having lunch with me once a month because they were guiding me. You can imagine chairing a party of people older than your father and your parents. It was very tough. But he really encouraged and mentored me during those times. I remember many people had said these young, inexperienced guys will make us lose, but he encouraged me. I remember after, in 2014 August, and that was after the election, after we'd come to Parliament, I was in the National Assembly, and he was in the Senate, him together with Senator Musila, who were very close friends. In Washington, D.C., they called me and said, come, let's take a walk. And we took a walk and they sat me down at a restaurant. I remember we were having tea, and he was having olive oil with his bread. And he said, the first thing we'll tell you is do this frequently. It is good for your body, the olive oil. And they told me between the two of them, they've served Kenya for 100 years. I said, what do you mean? They said, yes, 100 years. Senator Musila, 50. Senator Haji, 50. And he said, I have been his boss. At the time, Haji was Musila's boss. And then Musila has been his boss after. When he was minister, he was the assistant minister. And told me these things change. Sasa we kijana, in quotes, let me tell you, tell your fellow young men in parliament to stop going fast. There is no speed. It is not a race, it is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Hold your horses. I got a lot of advice in the subsequent years from him, and also with the late Gigi, who I also thank so much for that mentorship. Later we met here in the Senate, and as Senator Murkomen said, Senator Haji had refused to chair the Committee of Security. But he was told that he has to chair it, but he was told he'll be given a helper. And that is why I was the only person who's the chair of a committee and a vice chair. He was told, don't worry, kuna kijana mdogo, in quotes, sorry, I'm using Kiswahili, who will do the running around for you. And you remember when Senator Haji was busy with BBI, I literally had to run 2 committees for close to 2 years. Madam Speaker, Senator Haji was trusting. He allowed me the leeway. He encouraged me. If even the times when I was chairing and he would come, yet as a chair, he would tell me later, you know, change that. But in private, he would never admonish me in public. And I've learned a lot from him. He was very humble. He was very stylish with his Ray-Bans goggles and his white trousers. You know, even at his age, he had a good fashion sense, you know, and his white suits. Madam Speaker, I just want to say that we have lost a father, a friend, a mentor. And I want to encourage the older politicians here. Please, a candle does not lose its light by lighting another candle. Mentor other people, hold their hands. As I finish, I just want to reiterate that indeed, even when you had to take a stand on the revenue formula, and he'd come here at 1, despite being unwell, and sit and wait for 2:30, that it is not easy, it was not easy for him or for us, for many of us to go against what we felt the president wanted. But we did it with humility, we did it by being steadfast, and I'm sure ultimately, people came to understand. It's not something to be proud of that we went against. It's not about going against. And he told me, you know, when you're doing the right thing, don't worry about people misunderstanding. If your conscience is clear and your heart is right, do it. They will understand later. On behalf of the people of Nairobi and my family, may his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Kirinyaga Ibrahim? Amanda, okay. So the next one is Senator Mohammed Mohamud.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me thank the leadership for bringing up this important motion to pay condolences to our fallen brother, the late Muhammad Yusuf Haji. Madam Speaker, the late senator was an elder brother